Hungry. It's JS Live. This week's guests, positive thinker Michael Bathurst, artist Pappas, and now a man who's not yet fossilized, your host, Jim.
Unbelievable, Chris Rossetti. Unbelievable. Fossilized. Yeah. Okay, so call me one of the octogenarians of this app. Fine, be that way. Just kidding. Thank you very much, my magic voice as well as velvet pipes. Mr. Chris Rossetti, opening up another edition of JS Live, the late night talk and variety program here on HAPS. My name is Jim. I am from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Thanking you for spending your Thursday evening with us here on HAPS, the network of now. Before we go any further, I want to give a big thanks to Carrie Long, hostess of the one and only HAP Stars. She and the amazing native graffiti Michelle had a outstanding program. It was just mind-boggling to see their guest, C.S. Murphy, recreate, and just put together amazing 2D, 3D, VR art right before our very eyes. Carrie's voice was amazing as always. She had to drink a lot of water today. I know they had Wi-Fi issues, but man, they overcame so many obstacles to put together outstanding content, and it's so quintessential here on HAPS to have that content. Bravo to Carrie, bravo to Michelle, and bravo to C.S. Murphy for an outstanding edition of HAP Stars. Check her out. Carrie, Michelle, the crew, everybody there. In Sports for the Blind, outstanding producing and directing, and also bravo to Foamy Homie for the intro, their new HAP Stars theme song right out of Los Angeles. It was amazing. So make sure you say hi to everybody over there in that land, and hello to everybody in my in our virtual studio audience. Say hi to each other. Share this out. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's kind of do the little tiebreaker a day before we get into a Friday here. A quick programming note and a major announcement regarding JS Live. Spring is here and softball is back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, softball is back next Thursday. They moved our league to Thursday nights because of the lack of teams playing. So they took teams from Tuesday and Thursday and they crunched them all together to Thursday evening, which means that I didn't have a say in the matter, but unfortunately, I have to move my program from Thursdays to Tuesdays for JS Live. So for the first time in God, ever since I've been live streaming, I've been on Thursdays every Thursday. The end of an era here on HAPS, but I'm going to be moving JS Live to Tuesdays. Yes, Tuesday evenings, starting up at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. So same show that you know and love, different day. So it's a new time. All right, so make note of it. This will be the last Thursday I do for a while, unless our games get rained out or, but I will still be on HAPS. I'll be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays now. So JS Live show moving to Wednesdays. That'll be taking place May 11th will be the first show. So just wanted to share that with you guys. So be ready for that. All right. You'll still have HAP Stars on, on Thursday night. So that is now that's a must watch on Thursday. So, reserve your time to be on HAPS for Carrie's show at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Thursdays here on HAPS. And then I'll be on beginning May 11th because I got a game next Thursday. And we have to defend our 10-time champion ball snatcher softball team. Yeah. So ball snatchers are back on the field. We're excited. We're pumped. We're ready to go. Carrie, I might be doing remotes from softball. I may be showing some softball games, or we might be at the bar. I don't think that would be a good idea. Thank you to DiAgostino's in Glenview, my friends Jeff and Debbie, the owners of DiAgostino's, and also to our good friends Rachel and everybody over at North Branch, both in Glenview, Illinois. 2 of them sponsors of your 10-time world champion ball snatchers. So we are ready to go. We're pumped and we're excited and we are ready. And yes, the Bears got Ronnie Fields. My nephew James is in the room, and James went to Ohio State, so you can tell he's pumped, and I'm relieved. Now we got to get rid of Andy Dalton. But anyway, enough of the football stuff. We got a great show tonight. Chris Rossetti told you about our guests this evening. two amazing people who are frequenting HAPS here on a regular basis. Michael Bathurst from Toronto, Canada. That guy is like the ultimate positive influencer on this platform. He is over on Twitter. He's like typing stuff up, talking about great things and good accolades and good vibes and everything like that. And amidst all this uncertainty and all these crazy times, Michael's there to rescue us. We're going to talk to him about that and some of the great conversations that he's had on some of his broadcasts. And later on in the evening, our second guest is going to be an amazing artist from Las Vegas. She's a Periscope alumni like Michael. She's created all kinds of amazing artwork she's going to share with us, and she's going to give us a little preview and a vision of what she has in plan for the future. The amazing Pappas 87 will be joining us this evening as well. So, and I might have a surprise guest. I know if you saw the little thing on my Twitter page at JS Scope. Yes, it's still JS Scope. I have a JS on HAPS account. I got to get that up to speed a little bit. I will have maybe a third guest making a late appearance. So, like I said, it's a possible mystery guest. So, the end of an era. So, all right, let's cut to the chase. Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time. Let's get the ball rolling here on a Thursday evening. Let's introduce our first guest here on what was a sunny 70-degree day here in Chicago before it got kind of cloudy and kind of stormy a little bit, but things are cool, calm, and collected here as we get you ready for the weekend. Our first guest this evening hails from beautiful Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The man is just a moving force when it comes to positive thinking, a huge influencer to so many people on here. When you're down and out, this is the guy that you think of whenever it comes to Twitter, when it comes to HAPS. Back in the Periscope days, this guy was everywhere, and he's still everywhere. He does his little morning show to get you going in the AM time on occasion. He'll also be on as well doing a bunch of stuff for you, including his earlier broadcast yesterday. He did his little lunchtime motivation. He does like these little montages of great music, video clips, motivational videos, and we need that in this day and age. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us from beautiful Canada, a nice warm welcome for our good friend, Mr. Michael Bathurst. Good evening, Michael. How are you, sir?
Very good. How are you, my friend? My God, you have energy.
No pressure, no pressure. No, I mean, this is a relief. This is a relief to get down here after making dinner, getting the dishes clean, getting the girls situated for bed. And good to see you. How are you up there in beautiful Toronto?
It's been kind of rainy here. But the weather's not bad. Okay. It's been, it could be warmer, but you have to be grateful for what's going on. How about you? You had pretty much the same weather, don't you, right now?
It's typical, Chicago, the roller coaster ride. Look at that. The wife's even messaging me already. Not even 2 minutes into the interview. She is saying, I shared this with the world. It's Thursday, yes. We were mentioning yesterday. My wife is watching the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, yes.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Yes, say hello, Maureen. Hello, everybody. Yes, Maureen Ashley is her handle. She's probably just creeping on broadcast. Maureen James is in here, too, just so you know. So our nephew James is James Schmidt right there in Ohio.
Yes.
So the weather here's been okay. Like I said, it was like, 70 here today. It was like 50 the other day. The temperature dropped like 30 degrees. I mean, I should translate this to Celsius. I got to translate this to Celsius. Hey, Alexa, what's 70 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius?
70 degrees Fahrenheit is 21.1 degrees Celsius.
21°C. There you go. So it's 21°C here today.
That's amazing.
And then it was like 24°C earlier this week, but the temperature dropped, precipitously when a cold front came through. So it's like I said, it's hit or miss. It's
7. Right. We've been 7 today, 7 to 9. So it's.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
raw.
It's not cold, but It's not warm.
But it's damp, right?
If you're Canadian, you're used to this. Is it okay if I ask you a couple questions?
Oh my God, we can ask away. This is what's fun about this. Usually it's kind of like doing I'm the interviewer thing, but again, this is my rules, my game show. We can just wing this thing. I usually do questions. I was telling you this in the green room before we went live. Poor Michael was in here like 5 to 11 Eastern time, and I'm upstairs trying to get the girls situated and taken care of and everything. And he's like, let's just wing it.
Well, I'm a big fan of you, and you know that. And
Thank you.
I'm just interested in how it's been for you in the sense of the changes from going from Periscope to Habs, because the audiences are definitely different. It's a different vibe now than it was.
Absolutely.
Um,
Very reminiscent of the old days when Periscope first started.
I love the community now, and I'm looking at your community, and they love you, and you can tell that you've grown something here over the years. But I can also see some very familiar faces here as well.
Yes.
So
Murphy's in here too. He did an outstanding job on Carrie and Michelle's show earlier, and great names in here. And I'm sure many of these names are on your broadcasts too.
yeah, so I see Sweet Pea here. I see a bunch, but what I'm loving is that even in these broadcasts now, they're talking amongst each other.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is so Habs.
Yep.
And Habs is unlike anything I've ever been a part of. And we are doing something, and I mean collectively when we talk about Habs, we're doing a form of healing.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting us through some very difficult times, amidst, COVID's kind of tapering off, but it's still out there. And this gets our mind off of the stress and the anxiety and everything.
But many people right now are in a state of shock because this is still going on. And they need a place to have an outlet where they can still be social. It's not like you and I can go to the corner and have a drink together. Can you do that in Chicago?
With social distancing in place, we're about 25% capacity here in Illinois. And in the city, I'm not in the city, I'm out in the northwest suburbs, about 30 miles northwest of downtown. But there are areas that are enforced a little bit more stringently than others. So, I mean, the weather is warming up. So when there's an opportunity to do a beer garden, we're all over it.
That's awesome.
How about you guys up there?
Well, we are now currently in our third lockdown.
Oh, geez.
And our numbers have gone through the roof. And with the variants, there is instability. Our numbers are 10 times what they were last year.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible. So sorry to hear that.
They predicted it. We knew it was coming. We've been doing the race between what the vaccines are, right? We've been waiting for the vaccines to come in. Where the States, I feel, because you can manufacture, we don't manufacture. We're kind of just waiting for people to help in a sense. We've had times where we haven't had enough.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi to your people? Say hi to your people.
Oh, no. This is, I want you to keep talking. I mean, I have people like you on my program, you have a story and people want to hear about it. And I mean, talking about, COVID, it's horrible. Because I remember something was going down because in the NHL and the National Hockey League,
yes,
there were some teams like the Canucks that were shut down for like a week straight. And there's some other teams that were playing there. They were kind of on standby and they missed a lot of games. But keep in mind that the state of Michigan here in the States, right near Ontario, on the other side is Windsor and everything, and you go up towards Hamilton and Kitchener and all of that towards Toronto. If you think about it from a geographic perspective, the contingency, the contagious aspect of it I can see why it's higher than most of the other provinces.
So, Jim, we're going to switch gears a little bit here. You can tell there are two interviewers here.
Oh my
goodness. For you, with being such, an insane amount of energy, you are like just a burst. And I love being around you because I don't have to hold the room. And you know what I mean by that? Like some people you have and they're like, hello, how are you? I'm fine.
Yeah, you've got the professional mic there. I'm literally going off of a Logitech C920 camera webcam.
I think if you had a microphone, it would be even better. But you're fine without it, and you sound great.
Velvet pipes. Thank you. And so do you, Michael.
You do.
I feel like it's like an old SCTV episode when Bobby Bittman joins Sammy Maudlin for a special, and William B. Williams.
You were saying Johnny Carson. I miss those days because they also had a community.
That's true.
And they used to roast the crap out of each other.
True.
but there was immense amount of respect for
Yes.
especially for Johnny, and
Big
I'm
time.
hoping in the future for you that this spawns into something that is far greater than Haps, because you have that huge heart of yours. And no, I'm serious.
Thank
People
you.
know when you're genuine. Like, look at
Thank
your
you.
audience. That not everybody has built that.
Yeah, I mean, this whole community in here, this whole room in here is awesome. I see Larry, I see Dan, I see the professor at Phoenix, I see Daryl and Darby and
Yeah.
Daniel and all of you guys in the virtual studio audience. And that's what keeps this community going. And I say Haps Unity is community. If it wasn't for people on our audience, or the one that was on Carrie's broadcast before us, or your show, or anybody else, or when Pappas does her art, I mean, there's no community. And it's just, we might as well just be sitting there with our phones going like this. Hi, I'm gonna go on FaceTime and talk to my wife for the next 12 hours. Wait, I can just go upstairs for that. But anyway.
But with you've crafted your brand, as I have, and I've said this to many people. If you want to do what we're doing, part of it is either be on every day, or if not, have really strong content where people know that it's going to be amazing, or the people are going to show. And
it's different than Periscope, definitely. I mean, it's more about content, just hitting the red button, going, okay, I'm going to go make a sandwich today. I did that for a while too.
Did you? Well, why not? If you get enough people. But what I've been doing now with my broadcast is I use different tools. So I have these crazy videos, these inspiring videos that are uplifting, where people are literally screaming at you, like, you got to get up.
I like. What was that one video? It looked like a Nike commercial. He's like,
yes,
you've got to get like 5, 6, 7 minutes into that when he did Wednesday. You've got to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
No one else is going to do it but you. And they show like a guy lifting weights and someone running down the street.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff.
I originally started doing that because in the morning I'm half awake. So for me, I was like, this is amazing, because it would uplift me, right? But then I realized what I thought was hilarious and fun, other people were crying and going, this has really awakened me. I'm to the point where I want to get, but it just shows you that one individual, this is comical fun, and another one, it's like a swift kick in the you know what, and now they feel like they have to go for a run. Or address whatever is going on in their life. But
sometimes they need that. A lot of people need that kind of video, though. I mean, waking up and dragging your butt to Starbucks doesn't cut it for people sometimes, because they can't even get out of bed. They'll grab first thing they'll do is to grab their phone. Oh, Michael sent a video here. Oh, what's this? Then, get off your butt. Get in there. Make your ear bleed. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite ones that I heard recently was, he said, is as long as you've got breath and you've got breath in your nostril, boo, he ain't done with you. I was like, what?
Was that Mr. T like doing it? I pity the fool that doesn't do that.
It actually, it's funny you say they call him E.T. But and he, exactly, not quite the same. But
all right, that's what I made.
But it's funny, there is a whole market of that now on YouTube. Millions of views.
Big time.
And I look at it as shock therapy.
Yeah, it's like it's on there. It's on TikTok. It's on a lot of the socials nowadays. I mean, that's like the big thing now, especially with hybrid and working from home and everything. Absolutely amazing. Hey, if you guys are just jumping into the room, welcome to the JS Live Late Night Talk and Variety program. I'm Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, joined by the incomparable Michael Badhurst, and we'll have Pappas from beautiful Las Vegas joining us.
And anybody in the comments who wants to ask Jim or I questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
It's very casual today. It's not super structured. Don't feel like we're going to be offended today. And Jim and I are like doing the hot potato thing. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
No, it's your potato. No, it's my potato. No.
You're the man. No, you're the man. How can I be the man if you're the man? No, you're the man. No. Stuff. So, Michael, while we wait for our virtual studio audience to throw some questions our way, do you remember your very first Periscope broadcast?
Mm. Yes, I remember all the trolls.
Oh my goodness! Well, of course, the trolls are automatic, but sometimes there are ways that we could
Yeah,
kind of
I remember
groom
that.
them and train them and kind of convert them. Sometimes that was kind of fun, or the people in the audience would jump in and
Well,
give them.
see, I think the first one that I ever did, I did with a friend who was not high energy. He was low energy,
Oh,
and he was but very intelligent.
Okay.
And if you didn't think the way that he thought, then you were crazy. And I've learned as time's gone on that no matter what someone thinks, you don't necessarily have to agree with them, but they have the right to think what they think within reason. And he was one of these people where it was, this is the way it is, this is the way it should always be, this is the line in the sand. And I think you can learn with friendships or relationships. And when Periscope first started, I remember thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if I could have 100 people come in, I could talk to them. It could be a community. We could talk to each other. And I thought on how. Yeah, I went, woo, that would be amazing. If I could have 100 people on my broadcast, that would be phenomenal. And they could meet each other and they could talk and we could start something. And this really could build into maybe, oh my Lord, maybe 200 people.
Yeah, 100 became 200. And then.
Where now I can, and you can, with Haps, which is really weird, we'll have 300 people in the broadcast. But then the next day, it's 1,500 people watched it. And you're thinking, how is that? How is that so different? And yet, I don't think you remember, or maybe you do, but they used to manipulate the numbers on Periscope. They have these. I would go from 100 to 200 and go, what happened? In the time it takes you to fart.
Yeah, there were like
weird bots
that some people would pay for so they can get their VIPs and their badges and their super broadcaster stats. So they would falsely manipulate the system. They'd have there would be a broadcast where Kanye would be live and there would be actually 6,000 people watching it. And then you'd have somebody, jumping in the middle of a farm town somewhere in the middle of like Nebraska, hitting the button. And then they go from like 3 people to like 5K. I don't think that person in Nebraska is going to have as much pull as Kanye. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you, the first time I ever saw 5,000 people in a broadcast was Randy 2 years ago used to invite me up. And, Randy W. Horton. So when he needed, say, a bathroom break, we'll be classy.
Yeah.
He would be messaging me, I need you to be here. I need you. You got to go now. You got to come now. You got to go. I was like, okay. So I got there one time and he says, so this is Michael. He's a bit of a woo master and really out there. He's a cross between Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. Here's Michael. and I went, okay. And then I've never seen, there was comments like this.
Yeah. How do you keep up with all those, especially if you're Randy?
So he came back about 5 minutes later and went, so how'd it go, Mike?
Yeah. And you're like this.
And you can tell they're like, who is this guy? He's a complete weirdo. We want Randy back? Oh my God, it was hilarious.
Where are you? The water pressure in Saudi Arabia completely evaporated while he was gone,
But I never witnessed that kind of traffic in my entire life.
Isn't that wild? I mean,
and not since either. It's kind of come and gone.
Randy can pull that stuff out. Very few select people can make that come to fruition. And Randy's a consummate professional. And I've jumped on casts with you and Randy and a bunch of others. I'm trying to remember who else was in there. Bob the Balder was on one of them, and who else was in there? Oh, crap.
But it's changed though. That's what. The reason I brought it up is it's not the same now. When Periscope died. We won't call it dead. It's not really dead. You could still use it, but it's not
support.
It's not the same.
Right.
But for someone like me who never really had a huge influence on Periscope, it didn't affect me. But people who had huge numbers, right? Like huge numbers
Yeah.
now have gone from, I used to get 5,000 people in a broadcast. They're getting now 400, 500. And they're like, it's very hard. It's deflating.
Yeah.
And the truth is, if it's 50 people or 500, I think you and I are just so grateful to have anybody willing to listen to us, period.
I just love having it's quality over quantity to me and to you and to a lot of regulars. I mean, this is just for fun. It's very even before COVID, it was just a way to because I'm tied down to doing family commitments, the chance to go out and see people who are out and about doing things, and this is a great way for all of us and to do that and everything like that. So.
I hope we haven't upset your other guest. I don't see her here now.
Oh no, she's coming back. I told her to come back. She plays
okay. It's just I was where it was like she was going, this is a bloody bro fest. I'm out of here.
No. Yeah. She's like, welcome to Festiva de la Sausage. You're like, I'm out of here.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly Habs.
Hey, if you're just jumping in the room, guys, it's the bottom of the hour. Welcome to JS Live, the late night talk and variety program. I'm Jim from Chicago, alongside the amazing Michael Badhurst from Toronto, Canada. As I just put up in my message board over there, we're moving our little JS Live program to Tuesday evenings beginning May 11th. This time next week, it will be softball, and it will be 50 degrees, 12 Fahrenheit, and 12 Celsius rather, and be very freezing out there with the wind blowing straight in off of Lake Michigan. So think about
are some of these comments true, or is this a troll?
Oh God, that's Jay Forsyth. Jay Forsyth, he's my favorite troll. No, Jay is like one of my. He's kind of like the Andy Richter / Ed McMahon / Chris Elliott. Jay's gonna be Jay's got a new gig. He moved down to Florida. Jay Forsyth's also the guy who gave me the golden squirrel, the actual golden squirrel.
Oh, no way.
Squirrel Wars, yeah. So this is what it is. Here, check it out. Check it out right there. Yep, that's Jay Forsyth's name. It's gonna be backwards, but it says Jay. Well, there it is. Jay was here. Jay gave this to us. Yeah, show Bob's, open Bob's. This is the original golden squirrel that was that we showed in December. And
I love it.
Yeah, so Jay's just having some fun, and Jay's going to be contributing ultimately, sometime. There's Aaron, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Aaron Weinbaum. I want to apologize to Aaron because I was going to jump on his cast. He's like the MMA, UFC,
right,
authoritarian. He's been on a couple of the roundtables with Peter, and and he's watching his kids tonight, so I don't know if he can jump on or not after Pappas, but he's welcome to jump on if he wants. I'd love to talk. I want him to talk about his story. We're trying to get a sports tab, a sports category on Habs. There's.
I would love to get my daughter on here. If you notice, I'm shamelessly plugging her. Yeah.
I wrote her name on my wish list, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Laura Hope. Laura Hope. Yes. So
she has the same kind of music taste as I do.
I play her most days on my show.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Habs in the future will have more and more independent artists.
Yes, absolutely.
On here, and I'm trying to get some of the blues guys that I know. One of them is Jack DeKaiser, and he's and there's another guy named David Gogo, and these guys have been doing the road for like 20 years, and they're suffering right now because there's nowhere to play.
Right there, look, Laura Hope, music. So
yes.
All these other people I've already had guests on. Laura's still under open here, so I put Laura Hope music. So let her know that. And I followed her on, I think not Haps. I'm here on Haps, but also on Twitter and on the Gram. So just mention to her that I'd love to have her on.
Now, if someone would like to be on your show, can they just message you and Yeah.
I mean, I have a wish list of people who I want on here, and I would say 75-80% of the people I've had on here have obligated. There are a select few who have, not responded or said flat out no.
I'm very grateful you had me on today. This is wonderful, and I hope in the future that we can continue to do more stuff together. But I know a lot of people in the music industry, and I would love to, and they could do live performances for you as well in the future. So what I'm hoping is I can help you build whatever you want to build. What is it you want to build? I'm not completely sure what you're doing.
I'm a man of mystery. No, I'm joking. I digress. No,
we're talking about brand right now.
I rebranded Thursday since the Periscope days because obviously Haps is about content. If you want to really go back to the Wayback Machine to like 2015, 2016,
yes.
God, think about it. There used to be all those scope trains. Joanne Pham had the Perry Girls. Her friend Kama did Perry Dudes, and I was a Perry Dude. I was Perry Dude number 50, believe it or not. And I did the Past the Casts, and there would be Perry Girls, Perry Dudes, and people are tired of doing all these Past the Casts. So people are going to pass out. They're going to be exhausted. So I decided to take it upon myself to create a show called Passed Out. I would kind of do a summary of everything that everyone talked about. We talk about offbeat news stories. We would just have some fun, play some music, have a good time. And then Joey Giggles was on.
Yes.
Dudes.
He's wild.
After me. So it's kind of like, remember when the Tonight Show with Carson, and then Letterman did the late night show, and then there was later with Bob Costas. Think that, because people kept on jumping on the train. Everybody kept on having fun and having a good time. And that's when we added Joey, and then we added Genevieve, who she does her drinking stuff on Monday night. She joined our crew. Quinn for the Win, talking about somebody who is very transparent and is prophesizing and promoting self-love. Quinn for the Win was awesome. We had Kumar Tronic, who was a DJ. But before we know it, we had 12 people on Thunder Crew.
That's awesome.
That's when Thunder Crew came to life. And then that was over, and I came over here and I rebranded this to be a talk show inspired by Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Arsenio, Conan.
So let's say someone is new.
Yeah.
To Haps.
Sure.
Okay, and they want to have someone like yourself talk to them and give them a piece of advice. Because you and I have done, what you're seeing right here is 10 years. This is, I've been doing this on and off for 10 years. This is a lot calmer guy than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But and I think as you get, okay. And
trust me, I was playing Anthrax and Slayer and, Cannibal Corpse in here and thrashing around my head and playing house music in here. And now I'm a little more calm.
Yeah. Well, but so what are some of the things that you can teach people to do? Like for me, I would say, know what your brand is, figure out what it is that you want to do, and be the most authentic you that you can be. Yeah. So don't try to be somebody else.
Don't pretend to be somebody you're not. Be an open book, but don't sit there and say, okay, this is my address. Here's my social security number. But at the same time, just be yourself. Be honest with yourself and with others. That's the best way I can put it. And everything else will take care of itself. And that's not just here on Haps. That's just in life in general. Be honest with yourself and others. That's gospel to me.
So if you had two things in this new year that you wanted to work on within yourself, and I'm asking everybody in the comments as well, if there was two things that you need to work on in this new year coming up, especially during COVID or the pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, or the awakening, some people are calling it.
Right.
What would be two things that you would want to work on within yourself?
Boy. Well, the first one, of course, people didn't notice. I'm looking for a new job. I was let go a little couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
My employer. So obviously, I've been in the either selling or using video equipment for 32 years. I've been infatuated with the media since I was a little kid. I had my first transistor radio. Used to bang along the side of my Fight Speech Win handlebars, riding my bike around, listening to the radio.
Yes.
My first television. So obviously, I still want to be in the industry that I've been working in for 32 years. So that's number one, so I can take care of my family and supplement them. The other thing would be to continue to excel, to help my daughter and other families who are not getting the right to an education because they use medical cannabis. When we passed Ashley's Law here in Illinois, that was the game changer. I mean, it's not like you're rolling a joint and getting high. It's literally a patch that's the size of a little notepad you're sticking on her foot, and it's just CBD, and it's regulated her seizures for 3 years. So I want to help other families around the country. I mean, Illinois, we got Ashley's Law passed, but I mean, there's other states that are fighting this. Michigan right now is just introducing legislation to pass a law similar to Ashley's Law. So we're going to do what we can to help Michigan out next. How about you, Michael? How about you? Enough of we're interviewing. Randy's in here too.
Yeah, I know. I just made me laugh. He is very intuitive. He knew he was going. He's talking crap about me. I can tell. we should have a show though. Us three.
Yes.
Sometime.
I would love to do that.
If two of your guests don't show up, let's say you have the last minute thing. I've stubbed my toe. I have to color my hair. I've decided I have stage fright. Maybe you could call.
A couple of those recently about people backing out the night of the show. Yeah.
Well, you've got a big personality.
What?
Right? Yeah, you do. Like you're a tough act to follow. I
don't
think.
want to sit there and show people up. I just want to be me. I'm Jim. I'm not going to sit there and go, all right, you have to. I'm not like that. I'll be a dictator. Say to Randy Horton, everybody. And Pappas is coming on in a couple of minutes, guys. People are waiting for Pappas. And Mike, I'll have you stick around too, if it's okay.
I will. I'll just be in the background doing stuff. Okay. If we have time at the end, could I play one of Laura's videos?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you just give me a director thing, and I could just play it through, and we could.
Now, hold please. Let me do that here. How do we do that? Here we go. Let me hit director. You are now a director. Bam.
Yeah. So what I can do then is I can, while you're talking to her, I can queue up one of the videos, and then we can play something. Maybe you can end the show with it. And
we got a little bit late start tonight because of family commitments. So Pappas, if her phone's been dark for like a minute, I hope she didn't fall asleep on us. Pappas, you can come back on. You're up next. Jim, you're very brave, I know. So, but ladies, do me a favor, Michael, before we go to break.
Yes.
Please promote all of your socials.
Sure. Basically, the best place to find me is Twitter under Michael Bathurst or ShoutMGB. And I promote mostly businesses on there, believe it or not. I do a little bit of HAPS, but my main gig is, I would say, IT. IT and machine learning, digital transformation, stuff like that. Along those Yeah, so I work for a wonderful company called Infotech Research Group. Okay. I do a multiple of different jobs for them. We used to do a business show on HAPS, but it kind of went sideways. We got too comfortable on HAPS and we pulled out. Now we're not doing that currently. But I would love to get some of the brainiacs that work for our company on your show. They would be wonderful guests.
Oh, absolutely. That would be fun to have them on and hang out and everything. That would definitely be
you and I need to sit down one day and just talk shop on Zoom or something, and I can.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. So that's it. And you can find me usually in the morning around 6:30 on HAPS, and I do a morning show, and there's usually a band of the same characters every morning, and I'm very grateful for the audience I've built here on HAPS, and people like Randy are the main reason I guess had the numbers I've had. Thank you, Randy.
Randy, you are the man. And Randy was on our fourth week. We had Randy, Shiny Hippie, and I think we had who did we have for our musical guest that week? I think we had Lizzie Bear. We went all over the board on that one. It was just it was a lot of fun. But Michael, God, it's so nice to talk to you finally.
Yeah, and Pappas 87. Thank you for being so patient and lovely.
Pappas is awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate your patience. Thank you.
All right, my friend. Michael's going to go over to the couch next to where where our next guest comes along, and Michael's going to join us tonight. We have a special guest that's going to join us tonight. Talk a little bit about. I'll just give you a clue: UFC, MMA, and sports, and. Who knows? At the end of the broadcast, we may sneak in Randy Horton. We'll see if he wants to jump on, but we're going to take a quick break. So, ladies and gentlemen, a nice warm round of applause for our virtual studio audience for the one and only Michael Bathurst. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and when we come back to the JS Live Extravaganza here on HAPS, we'll be joined by an amazing artist from Las Vegas, Nevada. Her name is Pappas, and she'll be joining us next as the JS Live Late Night Talking Friday program continues right here on HAPS. Don't move. Thank you. We're back. Welcome back to the JS Live Late Night Talking Friday program. Jim here from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Thanking you for hanging out with me here on this Thursday evening. If you missed the announcement earlier, the JS Live Late Night Talking Friday program is moving to a new night beginning Tuesday, May 11th. We'll be on Tuesday evenings. Yes, May 11th. Circle the calendar, put it on your Google Calendar, put it on your phone, do whatever you have to do. We're moving to a new night. Softball is back. Yes, yours truly. You will be donning the wacky ball snatchers jersey, and we're back on the diamond in 50-degree weather next week. So that one is going to be an adventure here as we try to defend our 10 championships. Yes, 10 championships, kids. Hard to believe, but that'll be my Thursday nights through October. So move on over with me over to Tuesday evenings. Tuesday, May 11th. But fear not. Hap Stars will still be on Thursday evenings here with Carrie and Michelle. So make sure you check them out and watch that replay with Carrie, Michelle, and special guest C.S. Murphy tonight. Great show. C.S. Murphy continues to boggle and astonish and amaze the mind some of the creative works that he does. Later in the program this evening, we have our surprise guest. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking some UFC, MMA, and sports. Yes, Aaron Weinbaum is going to be joining us from St. Louis here in a little bit to talk about that and how we're going to try to get a sports category here for HAPS. And we might have a big powwow at the end with Randy. Hopefully, maybe he'll stick around and he'll let Michael jump on for a little bit. And our next guest will be in here as well. And our next guest hails from Las Vegas, Nevada. She is a Periscope alumni. She was one of the very first Perry pioneers back in the day. She's been on other platforms as well, but she focuses on the amazing world of art. And we are going to delve into that and some of her other doings that she's been involved in as of late. Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, please welcome the extremely talented Pappas. Good evening. How are you? Why can I not hear you? Do I have your mic all the way down?
I have mic.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Jim's here. Good thing I'm not wearing headsets because, man, I would be. You think I'm old now? I'd be the old guy with no gummers and no ears. I can't hear. What did that lady say?
That was actually me.
I'm just going to say, I can't hear. I can't hear anymore. Yeah, exactly.
I was so talking and that was it off. Hi, Michelle. Elisa, how are you?
Everyone say hi to Pappas, everybody. Megan's in here, Bo's in here, Theo, Kim the fun one over there in Boston, and Lisa. Michelle's in here, and
I know.
Bravo to Michelle Native Graffiti. She and Carrie did an outstanding job tonight with C.S. Murphy. You've seen C.S. Murphy before, haven't you, Pappas?
Who? Murphy?
C.S. Murphy. He does 2D, 3D,
yeah.
VR. Isn't he amazing?
Mm-hmm.
God.
I love it. It's the new era. I mean,
yeah, just the thing.
I'm still doing the original with my oil painting, and he's up here. He's with the goggles and.
he has like the little
It's
stylus
amazing.
thing, and he's doing the different, the color wheel, and he's doing and he erases the stuff. It goes. Do you have toys like that, or do you stick to the old school stuff? Do you do like pencils and stencils and paints and all that? What specifically do you love doing as far as your artwork? If you had like the first thing you run to for therapy or for relaxation, what do you go with?
I usually do oil just because that's mostly the only thing that I got introduced from my mom.
Okay.
And she does oil painting, and back in the day she used to do murals and stuff like that. And it's funny because I just opened up Hops for her.
Wow!
I
Congratulations.
did. But she suffers from arthritis, so her hands are
All right.
hurt, and her whole body is sometimes hurt. So she still paints when the pain is not severe.
Oh, okay.
And so I just opened up Hops, and I'm thinking to go live painting with her.
Oh, you should. Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, so you watched your mom paint when you were little, and that's how pretty much you picked up on it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't remember getting mentored that much. She just kind of put a canvas and oil painting and some brushes, and I'm like, okay, just. So I just started doing whatever. Like I think it was maybe 10 years old when I did it was like a Mexico view where of like a road, but it was made of rocks and all
Okay.
these old houses. So that was my first painting I sold.
Oh my goodness. And you sell all of your work, right? It kind of pays the bills a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it helps out, it's something extra. I know as an artist, it takes time to get there, but I mean, I'm doing it little by little. I didn't really take it that serious as a business wise. I just kind of did it for fun, and just people just end up giving me money for it. But I didn't really do it for business until I got to Las Vegas. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do something with my art. I'm gonna, push myself to do something and see what I create, or I get better at it.
So how did you get started? Yeah, obviously you can see that to people. And here, look at Michelle and her mom, working for her mom. Vero's in here from Guadalajara, the margarita capital of the world. Willie Rosado. Willie, what's good? DJ Willie's in here. Good seeing you guys. We're talking with
Yeah.
and Ruben's in here. So we're talking with the amazing and talented Pappas this evening. And
Oh, thank you.
absolutely. So go ahead.
I want. I don't know if you know Vero Villafu, but
Yeah.
she's like my sister.
Yeah. Oh, that's yes. I mean, I subscribed to her. I've watched a lot of her.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She's an English teacher, and she really helped other people to succeed. And she's like my sister. I met her in Periscope, but she's like my virtual sister.
So you guys
whatever.
you guys met in person. You guys really met in person?
No, but she's
Okay, so she's like a
it's hard
sister.
because you were so close to someone more than you are with my own sister, my blood sister.
Oh, okay, that's
Just
cool.
different.
That's cool. So are you from near Guadalajara originally also, or are you from another state, like near Guerrero, or which state were you from?
Oh, me or her?
Oh no, she's near Guadalajara. Were you also near
Oh
Guadalajara?
yeah, no. I'm actually from Michoacan, which is pretty
Oh, yeah.
close to Guadalajara.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And then I have another friend of mine who does my hair. She's from Veracruz, so just east of you, on the other side, on the east side. We're gonna freeze up here a little bit. Hold on. Haps is acting up funny here. Give it 1 second here. We're getting an H. There we are. We're back. I froze up for a second. I was like,
yeah. I didn't see freezing up. Oh, here we go. Now you're
I'm joking.
Oh no.
I had it.
I saw you. I could only see you in a little screen, so I couldn't tell
Oh,
the
the
details.
preview
So I
out.
really thought you were faced up.
Oh, that's right. Okay, because you're using your phone. Okay, because
I am.
looking at the whole studio here, it's kind of interesting. And in poor Papa's, she's looking at it like, and which actually may be a good thing. It's about that big, you know. And there's Jim. I see Jim's eye like getting all, you know. So, all right, enough of this. So, tell us about. Okay, let's. We've learned about how you learned, you know, painting and everything with your mom and everything like that. How did you perfect what you do today? Trial and error? Did you learn from others as you've grown older? Are we still learning from your mom, or did you go to school? How did that all come about?
I did attend 6 months of art class in college, but it was just mostly for me just to see what they teach. Um, it was funny because there's some stuff I just couldn't understand what they were saying, and literally I just started like doing stuff like oh, hold on a
Oh
minute.
yeah, show some stuff here. Visual aids always help. There we go.
Okay, do you want me to show you now
Yeah,
or
or whatever you want. I mean,
oh, okay.
you can do whatever you prefer.
Well, I've been doing some paintings live in here in Hops. Not much, but I started doing it in Periscope. It may be some kind of noises, but
I thought you were reaching for something at first. That's why I was kind of asking that question. I was like, well,
no.
you improvised pretty much as far as, you know, painting and everything like that. There's some stuff that was kind of difficult to grasp or understand, and you just went with your heart and with your mind. Ooh, your mic cut out again.
Sorry.
There you are. You're back.
So
You're good.
yeah, there's actually an artist that I admire really much, and there's actually I always forget his name, but
You can call him Jim if you want.
he
Yeah, here's
I was just thinking it's just like you.
yeah, here's the best I can do for art. Right there.
Oh, see?
Yeah, that's stick figure theater, guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you just gotta keep doing a bunch of those, and then later will be a human being.
Graduated with honors. Yeah. Amazing. College was very good with me.
Yes.
So
So
basically you improvised pretty much.
I paint a lot emotions, which is weird, but
Okay.
I will show you some of my emotionally paintings, I guess.
It's okay. I'm putting up on full screen here so everyone can see your work. Oh, the toys.
Okay. Wait, are you?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Flip
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
the camera?
You're good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're full screen. Look at that.
Okay. So this one actually, I made this one in like 30 minutes
Oh my
because I was so upset, and it seems like when I'm upset or very emotional, I do things so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I did this one, in Paris. No, I didn't do this one live, but one of the other ones, this one. I just feel like a lot of the stuff I do is just showing a message that not many people can portray what I'm doing, but it's just kind of like my diary.
That's beautiful. So instead of doing a writing out a diary, you put it to pictures, or in this case, to art.
Yes, I figured out that because I started doing a diary before, and I felt like if someone finds it, no way. So I feel like, okay, art is my way to go because I could paint something. Yes, people could get a message from it, maybe some of it, but there's way more in there that people would never know.
That is absolutely beautiful. That is, I love the detail. The color. I mean, look at the vase there. I mean, that is just so.
Thank you.
Amazing. So, God, the other thing I was mentioning, you're starting to jump on HAPS a little bit more too nowadays, aren't you? You're starting to do more you're starting to do more, improvisational artwork as you go live every time. Is that right?
I'm trying to learn more about like modern art and trying to get more my emotions out of it and just try to create something that people will be more attracted to.
Okay.
More like just one simple thing and just something that just looks good in a wall, more than just trying to put all my emotion into it. Um, I don't know how, but like I just see videos, I watch videos, I create and I learn, I make mistakes, and I'm like, okay, this time I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do a different way.
And there's a
So
question I was going to ask you. You were on a couple of nights ago, and that's when I was like, I want you on my show. This is so fun, and you were in some kind of what I thought was a television studio. I'm like, wow, that looks like a real TV station. And in all reality, it was just somebody's private like
hmm
office. Really, I mean, he had all kinds of stuff in there. He had like a 32 track channel audio mixer. He's got like green screen in another room. He's got multiple cameras. He's got like 6
yes,
tripods. There's a lighting grid. There's um, a virtual set. I mean, it was everything. What is this? This is for like a company?
it's I think his company's name is Digital Work something. The way I met this person is because when I came to Las Vegas before the pandemic started, I met this person through Facebook
Okay.
because I posted. That's how everything started. I posted a painting of an eagle that I had,
Yeah.
and I said, okay, I'm new here in Las Vegas. I went to this group in Las Vegas, and it happened to be there's so many people were writing, and I met one person there that is the one that does the events for Las Vegas,
Okay.
and he said, come with me and I will show you people that you want to know.
Oh, wow. So you
So
get to network.
yes, so he's everywhere. So I went with him one night, and he went introduced me to this DJ called Jesse Saunders, which is the originator of house
Oh my
music.
God. No way. Jesse, like the Chicago house music, Jesse Saunders?
You know him?
Oh my God, we need to talk. I played his music all the time at WCRX in Chicago in college.
No way.
I'm serious.
Oh yeah, because he's from
There
Chicago,
was,
I think.
I'm last I checked, I was from the Chicago area. Yeah, I went to Columbia College in Chicago. We'd play. He used to have sung. Was it you used to hold me? You went dun, dun, dun. It had the Chicago house beat. Frankie
Uh-huh.
Knuckles. I knew the late great Frankie Knuckles. There was J.M. Silk, Farley Jackmaster Funk, Mickey Mixon Oliver. There was Juan Smokin' Diaz. There were so many other rural house heads back in the 80s. I'm 55. I'm ancient, so I hear all this music.
You don't look 55. It's
Oh,
because your positive attitude, the way
I just get
you
it's
know.
the blurry camera that I'm using. Hold on here. Come on here. Come here. Let me fix this camera here. Hold on. Hold on. I got to get that filter. Oh, maybe it was the filter that was kind of acting up there. No, but Jesse Saunders was like, I mean, think about, I mean, just like Google or just on like Spotify, type in Chicago house music, and you'll hear Farley, you'll hear Mickey Mixon Oliver, Steve Spin and Santoyo, Adonis, all of those. So that is so amazing. That is
Yes.
so amazing. So Jesse, Jesse Saunders, have you been hooked to that music since, or what?
eh, I'm sorry. What was that? What was the
You must.
question?
Are you do you like that kind of music? Jesse
I
Saunders.
love techno.
Yeah.
When I met Jesse, I went to one of these places here in Las Vegas where he was about to play, um, and my friend that introduced me to him, he was waiting. We were waiting there for like hour or two
Okay.
just to hear him, and so he introduced me to him, and since then we started being friends,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
he talked to District 9 from Las Vegas so I could get into these 3-day going away thing with a bunch of hippies and stuff so I could do live painting. And
Oh
and
my
he was
God.
going to be DJing, or I mean, he was going to be playing music those days, and ended up not being able to go. I couldn't go that day. You know, it was something like everything was just happening over and over when I came
Right.
here. Like opportunities, just like, and so I wasn't ready. I
Yeah.
didn't have much paintings. Um, I wasn't expecting that just a painting I posted on that group was gonna take me all the way to what it took me.
Oh my God.
And
Such a small world too. That is amazing. And now, did you grow up in Las Vegas, or were you from Michoacan, or did you grow up in Vegas?
where I grew up.
Yeah, did you grow up in Vegas, or did you grow up in Michoacan, or where
Mm,
you were?
no, actually, I half of my life I grew up in Michoacan,
Oh, Michoacan.
and
That's cool.
I
That's
yeah
awesome.
I came to United States when I was 15,
That's
and
cool.
I had to learn English from scratch, and you
Oh,
know, the with my ex we moved everywhere,
okay.
and we just been here a year. We were in Florida, then we were in Illinois and Juliet.
So you were in
And
Joliet. Holy crap! I was in Glen Ellen. You know where
I,
Glen Ellen was?
I
Joliet.
didn't get to know much Illinois,
Yeah,
but
Joliet, Lockport, New Lenox. I know.
oh, New Lenox,
Yeah,
it's
my
like
friend
an
had a
hour
place in
away.
Sherwood. But yeah, we can
That
talk
one?
Chicago. You bet you don't miss the weather though, do you?
No, 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 no.
Hace frio. Yeah, it's like there you can keep that crap to yourself up there. Mister Irish Czech guy. You look like a dead fish that just got out of the water. It's so cold. Bah! Yeah, I miss
No,
I miss warm
no.
weather. I know.
Yeah, it's Chicago. I went to Chicago, and it was very nice. Like it stayed on my mind. Like, oh, it's so romantic. It's so beautiful.
Fun
All
time.
the boats
Yeah.
and the towers, the twin towers or whatever. And
Yeah.
when I lived there, I didn't want to live there. It's
Yeah.
because the weather, the
Yeah.
weather is not good. It's not
It
good.
is. It gets to be cold, but then it'll be, like I said, it was 52 one day. The other day, it was 85 the other day. So the temperature goes up and down. But
Yes.
ooh,
But it's not bad. I mean, not that bad. You can handle it. But if they tell me to go this way or the other way, I will go. Not Chicago.
I know. Tell me what, Papas. Do me a favor. Plug all of your socials, please. Or do you have time to show us more art, or do you have
I can show you more art,
show us,
or
show us two more things, because I know Aaron's about to head to bed here in a little bit here.
right.
Aaron has to hop off in a few minutes, so I don't know if Aaron wants to jump on. We'd love to have
Oh
him.
yeah,
No biggie. But
definitely.
bigger here.
I'll show you one or two, and then
Here.
this. I don't know if you can see it, but
There we go. Look at that truck. Perfect.
Mhm.
We're gonna have Aaron jump on afterwards to see a couple more pictures. I want him to give us a little MMA preview, and then we're gonna have Michael join us here a little bit. I'm gonna put Michael in here in a little bit. He's just finishing up and stuff, and he's gonna play a song from Laura Hope called "Fallen Angel."
Ooh.
Play that video in a little bit. Look at that, Mike. Your mic is live. Look at that
Oh, there you go.
artwork. Michael, say hi to Papas.
Hi. Yeah, this painting was a commission one that actually somebody from Periscope.
That is a beautiful truck. That is absolutely amazing. It looks like he's storm chasing or something there.
Yeah, it was a picture he gave me, and I literally I never made a vehicle in my life. So all my art that I do that is commission is stuff that I never done before.
Oh my goodness! So you just ran with this. That is beautiful. Look at the detail.
I just take challenges. I'm like, I can do this.
Oh,
and I just go for it.
that is so beautiful. I love that work. Look
Thank
at the dark
you.
clouds. You got the lights on the hazard lights going.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely amazing. Let me bring in Michael here. Michael's gonna say hi to you here too. And there we are. There's all three of us. Look at that.
Yay.
Look at that. You get all three of us now. And we're going to have Erin jump in.
I love the detail in
Look at
her
that.
work. Yeah, you've got really good artists. I find their art tells a story that you can look at sections of their pieces of their work, and everybody interprets something different. And it can be something like this truck, but you're going to laugh maybe, or you're going to be disturbed. I'm not sure, but I sense almost a little sadness in this artwork.
I do have a lot of that. I've been through a lot of hard things in my life, and I consider myself very strong. And so the way that I get out the stuff that bothers me, I'll just paint it in it and just get it. It's kind of like, it seems kind of funny to say this, but it's mostly like my trash can. So when I
your
just throw
emotional,
everything,
you mean your emotional trash can? Is that what you mean?
kind of, which is funny to say that, but
Yeah, you need an outlet.
Right.
Can I tell you what I interpret from this? You're going to probably think, and I'm allowed to interpret what I want, but if your artwork there, if you put it back again, I can just have a look at it. Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. What I see with this is, when I look at it, being a spiritual person, I notice that at the front of the truck, you see light, and there's light on the path. You see how the path has light on it?
Yep.
Underneath the wheels, and yet in the sky there's darkness. But this keeps moving forward. No matter how hard things get in life, I will persevere. I will keep moving forward, and there is light. That's what I get from that.
That's very good. I actually did where's the horse? Oh, I did a horse that it means like, I'm not looking back, I'm going forward, and I'm not gonna look back. And that painting is actually in a gallery. I can show it to you. And I did a one that is mixed with the Frida Kahlo, Mona Lisa, and Picasso, Dali. But that painting is in the gallery, so I can't show it to you. But that had a lot in it too.
Beautiful, beautiful. Show us. We have a request for the eagle, or something that Vero wants you to share. Vero says, show them my favorite picture, and then Bo wants the eagle. So if you have time to show those, we have Erin Weinbaum coming on here in about 3 minutes, guys. So thanks for hanging out, guys. And then we're gonna play that Fallen Angel video from Laura Hope, and then we're gonna have a big finale to wind up the show. So I'm excited. This is so fun, guys. This is like the last Thursday we're doing for a while till softball's over. And then I moved to Tuesdays. Ooh, look at that. Let me blow this up here. Let me blow it up real good. Look at this. Oh my God. Yep. Bring it out a little bit more, Pappas. Let's see. Look at that. That's from Vero. Vero likes that one. Look at that detail. That is absolutely breathtaking.
Thank you.
Now, how long do these things take you, Pappas? How long do these paintings take you? For like this eagle, for example, how long do these take to put together here?
It really depends on my mood, which is funny.
Right.
This one, I actually did it like in 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow. So you didn't monkey around, did you?
No, do you know, it was a homework for that class that I took, art class. And I was behind and I didn't make it. So I had to do it the night before. I had to go this next morning to turn it in. So I was just like, I just put an eagle in a table in a glass, and I'm like, I just started putting paint everywhere, and I'm like, I gotta get this done.
Wow.
What is the eagle drinking? That's what I'm curious.
Margarita?
He's actually not drinking it. He's filling it with blood.
Oh! Yes.
I did ask.
I feel like playing some Slayer now.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. It almost looks like a death metal cover. Yeah, and you just need the title on the top, and away you go. So you did that in 2.5 hours. That's impressive.
I had to get it done and go sleep.
Oh my God. That
okay,
is
so the truck, though, the truck took hours and hours and hours and hours, right? The truck.
That one I did it. I was doing the truck live, so I was doing it in different periods of time. I did all the truck. I did it live in Periscope.
Oh, wow.
How many hours total, though?
My God.
If you had to guess,
I would
give us
say
10.
probably less than 10, because maybe A.
Yeah, that's amazing. The detail in that. Even the sky in the one with the truck is
I was gonna zoom in, but I can't.
very
Oh, wait.
elaborate.
That is
What piece are you most proud of?
That's one of them, because
Yeah.
I never done a truck, and I was kind of happy with this one. I actually did it here in Habs. Let me see about that one, and
Again, I sense real sadness in your work, like even and
yeah.
torment in that one piece there. What does that represent to you, if you don't mind me asking? Like that
This
almost
one?
looks like flames in the background.
Yeah. You know, say too. A heated relationship.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I had a lot of emotions into that one too.
Oh my goodness.
I just felt like
Wow.
it's kind of hard to say, but
It's okay. No, don't feel obligated.
Is it kind of like the cross between pain and pleasure type of thing, or
kind of like, okay, whatever, this is just how life is, and I just gotta get going.
Got
And
it.
I just feel like I needed to have those colors on there, and I just wanted to put paint on a canvas that day. I just wanted to put paint on a canvas, and I actually, if you guys look at the replay here in Habs when I was making it, when you get a chance, you'll see that I'm moving the brush really fast, like I was upset.
Well,
So
sometimes
I
we do
just
this
start
artwork. It's therapy, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That is awesome.
Definitely.
Hey, do us a favor here. We've got Aaron standing by. We're going to chat with him a little bit, but I want Michael and Pappas, you guys can hang out for a little bit. But Pappas, please plug your socials for us.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. It's actually the same. But
So they can follow you here on Haps. Give us all your social, like on Instagram, Twitter, here on Haps. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I will type it.
Okay. So she's going to put that into the field, and she'll type that for you guys. So make sure you check out Pappas, guys. Her artwork is amazing. She speaks from the heart, very transparent, and she's been a great friend of mine and so many others on this platform. And I'm so happy I caught you live the other night. I'm like, God, I want you on my show. And here she is. So absolutely amazing. And she'll put that in. And yeah, definitely check her out, guys. And I'll jump in. I promise to say hi more often. I need to be on more people's broadcasts. Michael, I got to do the same thing with you too. I got to do the same thing with you as well. I promise to do that for everyone. So I'm going to take a quick break. And Aaron's in the green room. He's going to give us some MMA previews, and we're going to talk a little sports and how we're trying to get a sports category tab here on Haps. How's that? Sound good? Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Pappas, thank you so much, my friend, for sharing your amazing artwork.
Thank you.
And stick around, okay? And Michael will be with you too. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to mute the mics here really quick. And when we come back to the JS Live Late Night Talk and Variety program, we are going to be talking MMA, UFC, all that kind of fun stuff, sports, and more. And how we're trying to get a sports tab or sports category here on Haps. Aaron Weinbaum will join us next as the JS Live Late Night Talk and Variety program from Chicago continues straight ahead. Oh, we're back. We're back here. Welcome back to the JS Live Late Night Talking Friday program. Quick programming note. We are moving JS Live. Yes, this Late Night Talking Friday program moving to a new day. Beginning May 11th, we'll be on Tuesday nights. So Thursdays are going to be softball nights for yours truly. I may show some softball games. But watch Hapstars with Carrie and Michelle and all of their amazing guests. That's every Thursday here in Haps. I'm moving to Haps 1 week from Tuesday. I'll be there on JS Live Tuesday evenings, same time, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. So please join me May 11th. Circle those calendars. All right. My next guest is in Missouri, ladies and gentlemen. He is a sports fanatic. He is undoubtedly the undisputed champion as far as UFC and MMA coverage. He provides exclusive picks. I got a chance to see him in a couple of his casts, as well as on some of the roundtables with Peter and the Haps leadership team. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us this evening from the Show Me State, ladies and gentlemen, a nice warm round of applause for Mr. Aaron Weinbaum. Hello, Aaron. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Fantastic. Thank you. Good seeing you. Thanks for coming by tonight.
No, thanks for having me. Sorry, we had a little miscommunication earlier, but I'm glad to be here.
I felt so bad. I was supposed to be on Aaron's show tonight, and then family happened. And he does too. Aaron's got, how many kids do you have? Like 5, 6?
So yeah, 6.
6 kids. Oh, jeez.
His first and ours, but 3 of them drive, so it's not so bad. So my oldest is a girl; she's 21, and then all the rest are boys, and the youngest goes all the way down to about 6. So
okay, so you've got your own little Brady Bunch over there. It looks like. My goodness,
but I don't have an Alice, so I need one of those.
God, absolutely. That I don't know how I have enough struggling with the wife and my daughter, and that's it. But 6 kids. What's the secret? What do you do? What is it? Is the water down there? Is it from watching Ozark? What happens down there in Missouri?
That's funny.
Warmer? What's the trick?
The Ozarks. So it could very possibly be from the Ozarks. Yeah. No, it's just one of those things that I had 2 kids, she had 2 kids, I had 2 kids. We had 2 kids together. Sorry, and then that's how. Yeah.
Makes total sense. Let's cut to the chase here. You're a sports fanatic like me. I am not as well up to speed as UFC as others. Yourself, you're like, you have there's yours, the MMA for Money, and some other ones on there. But tell us a little bit about your broadcasts and how we're trying to get a sports category tab here on Haps.
So, 3 podcasts ago, I don't even have it anymore. I had a segment where I picked MMA fights rather. And I was like, this is kind of fun, but it doesn't really mesh with what I was doing. So I kind of retired that podcast, and I just did basically it's a Fight Picks podcast from a fanalist point of view. And I've had some pretty cool guests, from here and there. And, like many people here on Haps, I was displaced, I guess, from Periscope, where I had most of my following. And so I just had to rebuild. Basically, I'm still rebuilding, I'll be honest. And, besides the Fight Picks podcast, I also do, I have a nice Facebook group called Podcasting Made Simple, because, back when I got into podcasting 5-6 years ago, there was only so many tutorials out there, and they all said you had to spend thousands of dollars and do this, do that. This pandemic really showed people that you don't, absolutely. And so, I also do a Podcasting Made Simple podcast as well. And I try to, kind of sprinkle that into the Haps tutorials as well. But, I have a lot of fun with the Fight Picks and the interaction and whatnot. I'm getting back to where I was with Periscope and the interaction, the comments and whatnot. But we need sports, Jim. What are we going to do?
Amen. Amen to that.
So they have given us a unique opportunity. I mess with Peter and Pablo every week on their broadcast and say, what do we got to do to get sports? And they're basically said 10 more good broadcasters, good consistent broadcasters, we can have our own category. And I don't think people understand what that means. There's only so many categories on Haps. So we're right there at the top. We're sports. So I don't care if it's MMA, I don't care if it's baseball, I don't care if it's curling. Maybe I care a little bit if it's
curling. Would be fun. I would do a curling cast just to frost people, but I can pull it off.
Absolutely.
We could do different genres of we could do Liga, Serie A. There's also Premier League, among others for my soccer. Like Pappas is like typing soccer, yes. So I'm trying to think. I would want or Gruza Suin America. I've got to figure out which one. I've got to figure out what team she likes. But we need more sports. I couldn't agree more. I was seriously thinking about ditching Catalyst and doing a sports cast on Wednesdays, especially in the winter or in the fall when football starts.
Do what you love, man. I mean, if that's what you want to do it. And Haps is all over the country. Why don't we have cricket? Why don't we have soccer?
Cricket's kind of cool, but I don't play it. I don't know any of them. I love baseball.
Crazily popular. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. So we have a unique opportunity here. YouTube. I don't know who you got to know to get views on there anymore. Crazy. Periscope's gone. Twitter's eventually going to come back with platform. I don't know what it is, but
I love getting moderated on Twitter Live. That's my favorite. I do a minute on somebody's show, and I type in Bob Seeger, and I think it's someone I'm asking to open Bob's for somebody, and they get moderated by Twitter.
I never realized Twitter's something else too anymore. But Periscope, I didn't realize how many views I got from the actual app. That's gone now. My videos still come on Twitter, but it's not the same audience. Apparently, it was just mostly from that app. So crazy.
Right. Go figure. Hey, if you're just jumping through, I'm Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. I'm Jim, and that right there is Mr. Aaron Weinbaum. Make sure you subscribe to this man right here. He did a broadcast earlier this evening with this Saturday's huge card that's taking place.
UFC Vegas 25.
Yeah, so you did the undercard plus the main event itself. And I'm not going to sit there and ask you, can you give us your picks? So you got to watch his cast. I mean, I'm not even asking to tease it because, those are locks, right? Those are pretty much bona fide locks, right? Like Stu Feiner used to do on the Sports Advisors back in the day. This is the game of my life. My 3-team par, Browns and Chiefs. You take the over. It's going to go the roof. Like that,
I don't make a lot of locks, honestly.
All right, it's all for fun.
But there are some underdog bets here and there that I'm like, why? Why are these underdog bets? You should probably bet the underdog, and you're going to be okay. And I was right in a couple of those last week.
Okay,
but there was one poor guy broke his leg in the most horrible.
Oh, I couldn't believe that. I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that was just. That was like a Joe Theismann type injury.
Yeah.
There. It was just. They. If you're watching that live, it was just. Luckily, when they showed the highlights, they bleeped it out and everything. They kind of mosaiced it a little bit. That was just unflipping believable.
Well, the deal with that, there's only been one other freak injury, I think, and it was that guy, and his leg got kicked by Anderson Silva. So I don't understand how this works. It was 2013 or so. And it was horrific. I don't know what the odds of that happening to the guy that it happened, the other guy that fought him. It's insane. And to see that live was gross. Poor guy. And he's doing okay, though.
Oh, my God. That's just right. But what was I going to ask you? So your cast, you focusing on UFC and MMA and everything like that. Are you going to do you also do other sports casts? Are you doing
so with children, I used to be a huge sports fanatic, but
okay.
most of my sports are now their sports. So I've been doing year-round sports with kids for almost 20 years, you know, and
so you become the sport.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, I'm mostly into the kids' sports, you know.
My God, unbelievable. So what do your kids play?
Gosh, okay. So my daughter did mostly like dance and cheerleading, and you know, she did soccer, she did track for a little bit. Most of my sons wrestle, football, baseball, soccer, and it's not everyone does every sport, but it's all over the place, man.
Did you play sports when you were a kid too, or?
You know, I wasn't so good. I played some, but by golly, you know, the brain was willing, the body wasn't able. I just was not a natural athlete, and you know, I'm better in my older age. I like to cycle some here and there, but my goal at 47 years old is to be like between slightly above average to proficient, and I'm good. You know.
That's okay. So you're kind of like just qualifying for the recreational sports. You can get by on that. That's fine. It's good therapy, and plus it must be fun to live these things out through your sons and daughter, your sons and your daughter, and everything. That in itself it's got to be a rush.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. It's you know, I got great kids, and we're busy all the time, but it's kind of a crazy good busy, and you know, I got a while yet. I got a 6-year-old still, so.
God, 21 to 6 years old, you got your hands full.
Oh, dude.
You didn't get a chance to watch any of the NFL draft tonight, did you, by chance?
I did not, but I heard the Patriots made a bold move there.
Yeah. And the Bears finally got a quarterback.
Good. I thought it would have been hilarious if Aaron Rodgers would have went to the Patriots. He doesn't want to be in Green Bay.
Rodgers isn't going anywhere. I hate to say it. I think it's just a bunch of hyperbole, and we'll be forced at gunpoint to watch that crap again in Green Bay. Sorry. Can you tell I'm an angry Bears fan? Yes, I am.
Listen, I'm displaced. I mean, I like the Chiefs and everything. I'm from Missouri, but I was, you know, an early season ticket holder of the Rams in the Warner days, man. I saw magic.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just I mean, it's fun. It's fun watching the Chiefs and everything. We're freezing up here a little bit.
It's on my end too.
There we go. We're back.
All right.
So, hey, really quick, you probably got to get to bed really soon. Plug your socials, please.
Yeah, I'll just throw my Haps link up there real quick. Boom.
There it is.
You know, and you can go to aaronsayswhat.com. All my socials are on there. Twitter, Facebook, and the like. And you know, I enjoy talking to you.
I want to be on your cast now. I want to be on your cast. That sounds like fun. I don't know squat about UFC, but now I want to learn about it. I want to learn a little bit more, and we'll talk sports too. I'll get on my end.
Tonight, Lester, that was not even close to your fault, man. I just got on when I could. I texted. And, you know, usually my wife's here, but she's at a church retreat and whatnot. You know, I should have a better sound bite for it. I can't think of anything except for you know what? Here, listen. This is what's gonna happen if we get a Haps. We get a Haps sports category. You ready?
Do it.
That's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Boom.
Exactly. That's it. That's the gospel right there, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron, thank you so much. Best to you and your family. Be good.
All right.
Cheers, man. See ya. Oh, no. Hit the dump button. That's the amazing. Thanks, Aaron. Oh, boy. That could be interesting. Cubs Cardinals could get pretty ugly. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Weinbaum, folks. Amazing and stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we're going to see a music video from Laura Hope. And we're going to have a big powwow with Pappas and Michael and me. And we're going to put a wrap on Thursdays for a while here on Haps. We'll be back straight ahead here on JS Live. Ooh, and that cut off really abruptly, didn't it? I gotcha. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, we are moving to a new night. Yes, JS Live. Look at your little comments field there, guys. We're moving to Tuesdays beginning May 11th, so make sure you make note of that. No show next Thursday. I will be playing softball with their 10-time champion Ball Snatchers. Yes, that's the name of our team, Ball Snatchers. That's our destiny is to reclaim another championship. So I'll be moving to Tuesdays beginning May 11th. But Hap Stars will be on every Thursday with Carrie and Michelle, who's going to bed. So make sure that you subscribe to Michelle Native Graffiti as well as the Hap Stars account, as well as Carrie Along Live for great content, great guests, and lots of surprises every Thursday here on Haps, the network of now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring in Pappas and Michael in here because I want to share with you guys here Michael's daughter, Laura, ladies and gentlemen, is a amazing musician. And Michael, I'd like you to set the table for us, please.
Sure. We have 2 tracks here. We can play either one. The one has kind of a video. It's called Yellow Apartment. Both of them are written by her. Pretty much everything you hear on there is from her. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. You're good. Excellent. And Pappas is like, she is like our social media butterfly. She's like all over there. She's like typing in, interacting with our virtual studio audience. And thank everybody for staying up late with us. Oh, don't get choked up. It's okay, man.
All right. So, I love people like that, though, that are on it. I'm terrible with the comments.
Oh, my God. But Pappas is like, she's rocking it. She's like, she's owning the virtual studio audience tonight.
That's my experience with Periscope.
Yeah, go say hi. You can say hi. Don't be shy, Pappas. Go ahead.
Huh?
You can say hi. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Have your audio's kind of.
No, it's okay. I can text them in the comments when you guys talking.
Perfect. Excellent. And how old is your daughter or your son? How's your daughter or your son? How old are they?
I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Oh, that's so cool. That's good. Boy and a girl, or
2 girls?
2 girls. Awesome. Well, thank you for staying up so late. It's almost like 9:38 over there, so I'm going to keep you up too late. Let's cut to the video, guys. I'm going to mute you guys really quick here, and let's get you and introduce you to this video here, guys. This is from Laura Hope from Canada, Michael's daughter. An amazing talent. I watched some of her videos over on YouTube as well. And I wanted to get her on this show. I had her on this list. Little did I know that was Michael's daughter. And Michael's like, I'll get her on the show and I'll get you some other people. I'm like, awesome. So we'll have some great new talent that we're going to expose here on Haps and get you in front of. And Laura's been on some other people's Haps' broadcasts as well. So let's give this one a spin. Ladies and gentlemen, performing the song Fallen Angel. How about a nice welcome and a round of applause for the very talented Laura Hope.
Awoke from my slumber, been quarantined underground. Calling me cancer, they won't give me answers. I have become I am the one they sent to bleed. I need someone to send me somebody. I need someone to set me free. Why so eager to deem me the fallen angel? Apathy towards the leading by example. Is this your sample of life being fragile, inflicting your justice? Now I'll never trust again. becoming, I have become the, I am the one they sent to bleed. I need someone to send me somebody, I need someone to set me free. Why so eager to deem me the fallen angel? Apathy towards the leading by example. Is this your sample of life being fragile, inflicting your justice? Now I'll never trust again. Go on, show me I'm not wanted. Go on, show me again. Go on, like your choice is my fault. You're spinning round again. I am becoming, I have become the, I am the one they sent to bleed. I need someone to send me somebody, I need someone to set me free. Why so eager to deem me the fallen angel? Apathy towards the leading by example. Is this your sample of life being fragile, inflicting your justice? Now I'll never trust again. Been quarantined underground. They won't give me answers now.
We can't,
Oh,
Jim. We can't hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Laura Hope, folks. That was just.
We're not laughing
outstanding.
at you, Laura. We're laughing at Jim. Jim
I
laughed
know,
at us
we're-
there for a second.
That's right. If we're going to end
Sorry.
this Thursday
Laura,
thing, we're
he's
gonna
not
end this
laughing
on
at
a
you. He's not laughing at you.
Outstanding job, Laura. That was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
it's
beautiful
so
stuff.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, that was.
You really fall into this song. You can just close your eyes and dream about everything she made in here.
Well, her artwork is like yours. Like even she's an artist as well, and there's levels of darkness in it that you can see, and even in her music, there's sadness.
I can see that.
Yeah. So the other track that I put up here is Yellow Apartment, and that one, the first time I heard it, was very sad for me to hear it as a father. Yeah.
Because sometimes when you do too many, like something very, very sad, it could also make you very, very happy.
Well, it's a
So-
form of therapy, like you were saying. Your artwork is therapy for you. It's a way for you to release, but you've been given a gift from the heavens, right? It's a divine gift of some sort, and you are now being used as an instrument to help heal other people or inspire them or just have them look. And that's a great thing with a book or a record or a piece of art. Everyone interprets it differently. It's like when we do this broadcast, we're going to have a whole bunch of people with different viewpoints of what they saw tonight.
Right.
Right. I
Couldn't
appreciate it, Jim.
have
Thank
said it
you
any
so
better.
much. Thank you, Michael.
Wow. God, guys, I didn't realize that we've been on for an hour and 39 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yes. It's because you invited me on the broadcast. There you go. You're in trouble.
I love it. I love this. And we couldn't do this without our virtual studio audience in here. I saw Pitbull in here. I saw Elisa in here, and Vero, and all of you replay viewers as well, and everyone who's still hanging out in the room. You're the reason why we're still on here, and you're the straw that stirs the drink, and we couldn't have done it without you guys. I want to give a special thanks to the one and only Aaron Weinbaum for joining us as well. He's got to be up early tomorrow, and Michael's got to get up earlier tomorrow too. He's got some morning itineraries to do. It's already 12:45 over there. Michael, thank you for staying up so late, sir.
Yes, I took a nap. That's what old people do in between. So I'm lucky I didn't miss the broadcast.
I'm telling you, must be
It's
nice.
not only old people. I took a nap today.
Well, smart people then.
Nice.
We'll call it.
Nice. Excellent. And Pappas, my friend, always great seeing you. And I'm so glad you're happy and doing well. And best to you and your family, and continued success with all you do, my friend. I will promise to jump on both of your casts soon.
Yes.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. It was nice to meet you, Michael. Just
Yes,
wanted
you
to
have
let
a
you
beautiful
know.
soul. You really do. You
Thank
can feel that in your work. So continue to do what you're doing, no matter what the naysayers say. Keep moving forward.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much, Michael. And I watched one of your videos and I loved it. The ones you have on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's like so relaxing. I loved it. You do a great job too.
Well, thank you.
Honestly.
Oh, you wanted to know what you're in for.
I kind of like that.
Prelude to madness.
Before I get to something, like
she goes.
I search, I look, I want to see
Yeah.
who they are. Like I feel like I get more connected and I know how to treat that person.
The one thing I love most about Jim is Jim is Jim. There's not a different guy. I think I could see you on the street and you'd still be the same guy. Where where a lot of individuals don't know how to do that. They have a personality when they're on air, and then they have a personality in real life. And it's nice to have authentic souls in here. But I believe something greater than ourselves probably orchestrated this tonight.
Well, it's just amazing how we can get everyone together. I want to bring barbecue and drink a beer with Jim. Yeah, let's drink beer.
I remember when you started, Jim, like, well, I don't know if when you started, but when I met you.
Yeah.
And it was like you started with a group in Periscope. Man, I don't remember the other
Thunder
people
Crew.
that was in it.
Thunder Crew.
Yes. and it was like a group, like all these people that were in your group in Periscope, everybody in there was always laughing and happy. It was just like environment, it was always happy. And that's why I admired of that group in Periscope with you.
That was the prerequisite. It was one of those things where everybody, we had Joey Giggles, who was the conservative, Fox News protege. You had the rambunctious liberal Genevieve on the other side. You had Quinn for the Win, who was in Sacramento, who was talking about transparency and self-love. You had Nate and Shauna raising 4 kids. They'd sit there and call each other names and beat each other up. We had Michelle, Native Graffiti, who did trivia with us for many years.
Trivia.
Great group of people we had on that group. It was a lot of memories, and you guys are taking the torch and the baton and running with it. Michael in the mornings, Pappas with their art, Aaron with his sports, and all of you guys here in the virtual studio audience. And I want to get Space Gal on my show sometime when we move to Tuesday nights. She was over there broadcasting bright early, like at 4:30 in the morning my time, and I was like, "What?" They were doing some exercises for NASA with these ginormous. You got to watch the replay. Ginormous capsules and everything is amazing. But I got to get to bed. You guys are getting.
Yes.
Michael, Pappas, virtual studio audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'll see you in the green room when we close down here. And I'm going to tell you guys here on this program that we're moving to Tuesdays, beginning a week from Tuesday. I've got softball next Thursday, so softball will be on Thursdays. I'm taking this program to Tuesday evening, May 11th. Will be our 18th week of the JS Live Late Night Talk and Variety program. I'd love to have Space Gal on. I want to get Alicia on to talk about NASA and the space program. I think there's a lot of viewers here that want to hear about that. Pitbull, we'll talk about beer with you someday. We'll get you on here too. And I also want to thank Aaron Weinbaum for joining us this evening. So thank you, Pappas. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, studio audience. That is it for tonight's edition of the JS Live Late Night Talk and Variety program. And that is it. That's not the end song. This is the end song. That's the ending song. There we go. That's more like it. All right, guys. We will see you guys a week from Tuesday. I'm doing trivia Saturday night. Yes, there is trivia. Saturday night trivia, taking place at, let's call it 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, with me Saturday nights. Always a good time. So join us for that. All right, guys. On behalf of Pappas, Michael, Aaron, and all of you guys, thank you so much for spending your Thursday evening here on JS Live, the late night talk and variety program. Until we talk Saturday night, this is Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, bidding you a very pleasant good night, everybody.
Sorry.
And we're done.